It's just a boat, some would argue. I don't agree. A boat can be a way to freedom, a dream, an escape, a new romance, or a life passion. Every one of us who has nomad blood dreams to get on a boat and sail to faraway places. But not all of us with this dream live to see that day. Other things in life delay our dreams. This is a special video as a tribute to one of my best friends, Tom, who passed away 3 months after a short battle with cancer, leaving his boat and the cruising dream behind. Tom, his family, this boat, and our time together is one of the main reasons that I have accelerated our plans. I honor my wife, and I, Captain William, plan to travel the globe now rather than later. Then imagine my other friend Randy, who decided during COVID was time to leave the land, buy a boat, and live aboard. Sees this Durbeck, falls in love, and together we all decide to give the boat a new beginning. Watch this 3-episode story about Randy and his new Durbeck. Let's see if we can get this old girl back to the ocean and why it's not just the boat. This is part 3 of 3. Be sure to watch to the very end with a special message about my best friend Tom.
In part 1, we loaded up the truck and traveled to Daytona Beach on a mission to move the boat back to Miami. We encountered the Durbeck and its many challenges. Hi, how are you? In part 2, we had special visits by the US Coast Guard, Fire Department, and Police Department. We have a water leak, steering problems, and boat stuck on the hard. Hey Don Hunters, we decided to give you a quick excursion, a quick boat tour.
So come along with us. Hopefully you've got a cold beer or a mixed drink.
Yeah, drink it for us.
Starting at the front of the bow, we've got a dual windlass chain and rode dual anchor setup. Stainless steel connected to the bow.
Next part of the ship is a midship. And here you can see an amazing part of the boat, crow's nest. And those steps also lead to the crow's nest, so you can go there and look for the
Crows.
shallow part.
The boat also has full access to the front cabins from the upper deck. This little iron opens up, and now you can go in and out of the front cabins, so that if you're traveling with crew, the crew can come in and out of the boat. They'll go down the front cabins. There's a bathroom, a shower down there. There's a doorway that closes that air portion off. So you've got full crew access cabin quarters.
Super cool.
The boat is designed with a Portuguese bridge style, so when you close these 2 doors on each side of the pilot house, in really inclement bad weather, the water and waves are going to hit that and fly over the side, because the gunnels that walk back and forth on the ship, port and starboard, are above the house, above the innards, so you can see the inside so huge.
This is my favorite part. This is where probably you spend maybe 80% of your time, and I tell you why. These doors give you so much wind when you're on the way and when you're on anchor.
Upper helm station gives you complete 360 of the boat vision. You can see where you're going. You can access both sides, port and starboard, without worrying about falling overboard because of the high side decks. So the boat was built for world navigation.
We are coming inside.
Front cabin, dual berths, access to the full chain locker. We have the access steps built into the ship that take you up to the bow.
Oh, so this is where it opens up.
Yes.
Right here, and here are the steps. That's neat. I never seen anything like that.
And your bathroom.
It's your bathroom.
That is also full storage.
All right, that's cool.
Here's your chart and your office and your navigation station. So you can sit up here, plan your voyage, prepare for circumnavigation wherever you might go. Again, when you close this off, here's another shower bathroom head and another whole complete cabin. Main salon, main living area, huge. Bar stools, cross ventilation by having all open windows. Another very unique, you won't find this on any boat, is these small portholes open on each side.
Living room is huge. You can almost do dance competitions here. I guess this should be my favorite part, but it's not. I'm kidding. Amazing, amazing kitchen. Large fridges. Ooh, that's huge. With, how that's called, the mat on side?
That's called a cold plate system.
Cold plate system, yep. Which will keep your things cold even if you ran out of power, correct?
Yes.
Exactly, see? I'm getting better. Huge, huge sink. That's like a dream sink. 3-burner propane. And look at this huge, huge cutting and dining area. So basically you can be cooking right here and then your family members can entertain you. And now we are going to the back of the boat. Master state. A little bit of water here.
Again, master state room, huge. Close the door and you're away from all of the people. It's quiet, it has its own bathtub, shower, head, sink, storage, and actually double cots on each side. Queen size on one side, twin on the other side. 4 portholes for wind, and also an exit hatch up to the upper deck.
Now going to the back. How you call that back? Stern?
It also has a tool room and a boiler because the boiler kept the boat warm in very cold climates. To me, this is the best part of the boat. The aft deck is where you hang out, where you relax, you cook, you barbecue, you hang out with your friends. Although boating is a lot of work, it also is a lot of entertainment. So whenever you're looking at a boat, compare where you're going to be at anchor, and where you're going to be living on your boat. You're not going to be living inside. You're not going to be living in your bedroom. You're not going to be living in the kitchen. You can live back here with a cold beer. Well, guys, here's a prime example that while you're looking for a boat, one might just find you. A sailboat broker with a phone call steps on a trawler and his dream becomes reality. Now on to the final episode. We went to this boat with a mission. We packed in mind that if things went at least half as we assumed, we could start bringing the boat from St. Augustine area to Miami Boatyard.
Yep.
We arrived and had discovered the boat really hadn't been moved since January. We got the batteries changed out. It took us a half a day just to find batteries. So the steering fluid was exiting into the bottom bilge. The copper lines rubbed somewhere on the boat. The steering pump itself probably was damaged from sitting. Monday I'll drop it off at the hydraulic shop and have them test it.
Where is the boat? So where is the boat now? Oh, sorry. Happy you're home.
Oh, thank you. That's important. You do have a husband.
You're welcome.
So, you want the good news first or the bad news? And there's a lot of bad news.
Well, if there's a lot of bad news, I'll take good news first.
Well, I took the GoPro as you asked to get a lot of video, and I
No.
lost it in the water.
No!
But the good news is I used the iPhone and I recorded.
No! Why would you do that?
Well, why would I do that?
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, that thing wasn't so good. Now I'll be happy to get another.
This is the last time I'm letting you alone.
Agreed. We need a video person because I can't be mechanic and video person.
What actually happened?
We got the steering working, motor turned over, boat really was in condition to leave, but cranky neighbor is out there screaming again about fluids and oils in the water that don't exist. So we called a meeting and said we have to do something with these fluids.
So what actually you did with the fluids? Did you like pump it in his pool or something?
Believe me, if we had a long enough hose and we could do it fast. But I had taken Captain Raul up with us, and he had a great idea, was to pump it all into barrels and then just strap the barrels to the boat and use it as ballast.
Okay.
Very good idea. So we pumped all of the things that shouldn't be in a boat in the barrels for safekeeping, and now we had the bilge available for more leaks in case if they happen.
Okay.
So looking at all the alternatives, I decided it was best to tow the boat to the closest marina where we had some control. I called Boat US, found out that my insurance covered any boat that I was on, not just my boat. So they agreed to come out in 3 hours and we would tow the boat. Well, it took a lot longer because of its location. We were almost 3 hours from Daytona Beach. The boats got there around 6 o'clock in the evening.
And then you guys towed the boat?
We were hoping so, but
no, it was not. Like, what happened?
They couldn't move the boat. It was sitting naturally on the bottom, and the size of that boat, they came out with a small boat, and it just wasn't having it. And we didn't want to like dig holes in the hole.
I never heard of that kind of situation. Okay.
So the guy said, really good captain. He said, I'll come back tomorrow with bigger boat. So we all called it a night. And the next morning, here comes the bigger boat. We got the boat hooked up, and again, it didn't move it. But the captain, being pretty smart and working all as a team, he got the lines on the bow, and he was able to move the bow a little bit in the stern, bow a little bit in the stern, and finally, boat moved. And it was moving, and we were like,
yeah.
Okay, yay.
I remember you was telling that the canal was shallow. So you guys got through that fine?
The canal's shallow on the sides, but the middle was deep enough to just get the boat through the canals and safe passage. And then once we got in the ICW, we naturally had enough room for him to be towing. So we were able to get out of that tight location, get into the ICW, and then the tow process went very, very well. Also, it helped to have steering so we could counter steer and assist him.
So where is the boat now?
I called ahead to Daytona Beach Marina, spoke with the harbor master Bob, and with COVID they weren't supposed to be accepting boats, but because they had also a relationship with myself and with Boat US, they agreed to let us bring the boat in. And then
what?
Then we had hurricane forecast.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
So we all got together. Raul had boats he had to take care of. Randy has boats he has to take care of. And I had our boats at home I had to take care of.
And the wife.
And the wife. So it took a lot of convincing to Bob, which thank you so much, Bob, to leave the boat there, tied off good and strong.
We had to leave.
And that's why I'm here.
But where is the happy ending of the story? It's been a while.
Right.
So, and apparently the boat now is in a new place, new home, right?
Right.
So tell me how that happened, how the things were expanding.
Myself and one crew member brought the boat from Daytona down here. Mm-hmm. And we did it in a couple of spurts.
And it was a couple of little trips.
Yeah, a couple of little trips, about 80 to 100 miles a day we would cover.
Was it like a smooth trip, or did you encounter...
The first part of it was very smooth. It was all on the intercoastal inside, and the intercoastal way north is very shallow and very narrow. So it was a little tedious, but it was pretty calm.
What's now, since you're here, right, what's your plan?
The plan is to really go stem to stern through her completely.
Once you move in and live aboard, do you plan like to go somewhere far away places, or are you going to be cruising USA?
Yeah, I will probably stay coastal for a while. I would like to, because I'm still working. I'm a yacht broker and I'm still working, and fortunately wherever there's internet I can work, and I can get on an airplane or in a car and go anywhere I need to. So it doesn't make any difference where I actually lay down and sleep.
How Bandit likes the boat.
Oh, he loves the boat.
Oh, he likes the boat.
He gets on the kayak, rides on the front, and comes right out to the boat every time.
So this is...
That's what the handle's for. I can grab the handle and throw him up on the boat.
And this is every day how you guys ride.
Absolutely.
Every day on the kayak to the boat, climb that ladder together and get in there.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's not that hard for us. A little tough when you have to carry something heavy. A couple times I've had to get a 25-pound box up here, and that's not an easy thing to do.
A small story is that today we are evaluating a boat, top to bottom, bow to stern, port starboard, that belonged to my very best friend. He bought this boat years ago, started working on it. His goal was to cruise the globe, and sadly, cancer overtook him a year ago. And a couple months ago, he passed away. So we're here getting the boat prepared to move, getting the boat prepared to transfer over to another owner, of which will then carry that torch and get the boat fixed up, live on the boat, and travel. So my point in all of this is, don't wait. If you have any interest and your passion goal is to be on blue water, do it. Because people constantly wait, come up with excuses, come up with all kinds of reasons why they can't, or they need to wait, or their partner doesn't want to do it. Whatever the situation may be, you have to really dig deep into your soul and decide, what do you want to do? How do you want to do it? And then set your mind to it and get it done. It's just the boat, some would argue. We don't agree. A boat is our freedom, our home, our romance, and life passion for travel.
So what is a boat to you? Share this video with friends and family that have always dreamt about doing something, and how short time could be.